Hello guys, it's me, Greed here. Listen, I'm going to talk about Spotlight a little bit, just a little bit, because there are some things that I'm going to make individual videos on. Now, if you hear my dog in the background, I apologize, he's a dog. Anyway, Spotlight. Now, listen, here's the thing. Here's my main complaint about Spotlight. Now, already people are going to be, oh, you gamers complaining. Yeah, I am. But it's for a specific reason. And it's not for one that I think if you disagree with me on that you're wrong. I think if you disagree with me, you may actually be correct. And I'm the one who's wrong. But it's my opinion, is what I'm still going to say. I don't think Overwatch is made for Overwatch players anymore. The Fortniteization, or whatever that word is, of this game is unreal. We're getting perks, which, by the way, look like a fucking nightmare to balance. I don't know how they're going to... Listen, all I'm saying is ranked is going to be completely broken. If they can't even balance a game with no perks, I don't know how they're going to balance a game with perks. Also, the perks are just like fucking... don't make any sense at all. Brig gets 3 extra seconds of Inspire uptime and Doom Punch on Whipshot, where she Whipshot someone into a wall, they take 50 damage and get stunned. But Genji gets double jump reset after using dash. What are we talking about? Anyway, that's for another video, but that's nonsensical. Anyway, the reason I say Overwatch isn't for Overwatch players anymore is think back. Like, if you were a 2016 player, 2017 player, even like a 2019 player is kind of OG at this point. If you're like one of those players that was playing original Overwatch, the beauty of original Overwatch, then you would know what we have today is not that. And the devs don't want that, and it's obvious they don't want that because they know how to get back there. They've already done it once. All you have to do is go backwards, and they cannot do it. Here is my big issue with Overwatch as of right now. The way the game is evolving, I completely disagree with. Right, here's how you evolve a game, in my opinion. You do what Counter-Strike did. Counter-Strike makes adjustments, changes that are enough to be considered a big change at the time, but they make them very slowly, they implement them very slowly. The evolution takes a really long time. Because there's room for those growing pains, there's room for the change, but it doesn't change enough to complicate the game. It doesn't change enough to change the core fundamentals of the game. It just changes a small tweak. It replaces a cog in a big machine. Overwatch doesn't do that. Overwatch leaves all the small cogs and changes the fucking engine every patch. I don't want that. I want the engine. Change the cogs, right? Balance the game a bit. Maybe change how that game mode works a bit. Maybe rework that map a little bit. Change those little cogs. Don't replace my fucking engine every patch. I don't want that. I don't want perks. That's not why I play Overwatch. Now listen. Are the perks for me? No. They're for the people that play Valorant. They're for the people that play Paladins. They're for the people that want the perks, right? But it ain't fucking me. I want 2016 Overwatch. I want my game. That's the sad part, and that's what I complain about, okay? Because when I complain about this stuff, people are like, where, get used to it, evolve, the game is changing, bro. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. Name a game. Name a game you enjoy. Okay. Now I'm changing it into what I want it to be. You're not allowed to enjoy that game for what it used to be because I have decided that I'm changing that game into what I want it to be. Now, by all means, it's the dev's job to do that. It's the dev's responsibility to do that. That's their job. They get paid to do it. However, to me, Overwatch isn't Overwatch. They did not evolve the game properly. Instead of doing small evolutions over a long time, maybe we're used to how this game mode plays, and then we're just tweaking it, but maybe the payload moves a little bit faster. Or maybe we change the map so we change all the payload maps so there's 3 fights on second instead of 2 fights on second. So maybe we change how the hybrid timer works. Something, just small evolutions, just little tiny cogs, we replace them. Not Season 9, that where we're changing the fucking engine. The fundamental core aspect of the game, broken, completely broken. They changed it. 5v5. The engine is replaced. We got a new engine. The cogs are the same, new engine. I don't want a new engine. Like I said, I don't want a new engine. Perks, that's a new engine. Stadium mode, that's a new engine. I don't want these things. I want the cogs to sometimes be derusted. I want them to do WD-40 that thing up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, well, Looks like your car is working completely fine. How about ride a bike? I don't want that. I don't want to ride a bike. I want my game back. That's what I want. I want my game. The perks, I don't want them. I don't want them. They're not for me, okay? And not only that, right? I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna give this game a shot. I'm not gonna sit here and go, I've never played with these perks, but they're so terrible. I don't even know what I'm talking. Oh, this new hero that I've never even seen play a game before. They're so bad for the game. I don't know. Maybe they won't be. Maybe they won't be. I don't know. So I'm gonna try, but and I will say I'm willing to change my opinion. But as of right now, as it stands, as it sits, as of this very moment, I don't like the look of perks. And this is the big reason for the way I don't like the look of perks, okay? This is why. Because as it stands right now, if you queue a ranked game, what do you know when you see Farah? You see a hero that you know how long their fuel lasts. You know how long it takes their rockets to travel. You know how much damage the rockets do. You know how much AoE the rockets do. You know how her ult works. You know how she sounds. You know all of these things about her, where just the silhouette of the hero alone is enough to know exactly what you're in store for. You know exactly what to account for. You know exactly what to think about. You know exactly how to play against it. You know how to play the game. Now with perks, you don't know that. You see hero, do they have the thing that makes them do a shitload of more damage? Just because? Well, that's unfortunate that you got outplayed by something that you couldn't have known, unfortunately. And people might say, well, the perks are on the leaderboard, the perks are on the scoreboard. That does not change my complaint. My complaint is that the hero that I'm playing against is not the same hero between round 1, round 2, and round 3. They are majorly changing. Majorly changing. They're not the same hero anymore. It's not the same Overwatch anymore. The game, to me, isn't about, how are we going to set up for this fight? Or how are we going to play this? Let's maybe swap this. Maybe let's get Lucio to synergize with the Rhine a little bit. And we're going to get, maybe we nano the Rhine to build the Shatter really quickly. So we got it built for when, for when the payload's coming up on the point and they're going to stagger and we control the shot of the tracer. Like there's, there's strategy to it, there's depth to it, and then maybe the Genji's like, okay, well, I'm going to go for the combo. There's a mechanical ability, there's map knowledge, how are we going to play? That seems to be gone, to me, gone. And ever since Overwatch 2, that's been, not completely gone, but very, very much so, almost gone. But now we're just replacing all of that with hee hee ha ha, my hero do more. Hee hee ha ha. I have 2 blue beams on Mercy. Ah ha ha ha. Good luck balancing. Okay, so what do you do? Right, how do you balance the game this way, right? Okay, you have 1 blue beam. That's overpowered. Now you have 2 blue beams. How do you fix it? Well, if you nerf the blue beam, the single blue beam, well then double blue beam becomes a requirement. The only way to viably use it will be double blue beam, because 1 blue beam is terrible, because they had to nerf it for double blue beam. So now double blue beam is the only viable option, which makes the other perk that you can choose, other than double blue beam, completely useless. But what if that perk is actually useful? Well, then you have to make a decision between, do I want my hero to be usable in this way or usable in that way? You are breaking your hero and making their core kit unusable until they rely on some broken raw stat boost where you just click a button and teehee, I'm better. But you don't get both. You don't get to play the hero anymore. You play the perk, which is why I'm complaining about Overwatch. It just doesn't seem like Overwatch to me anymore. I don't feel like I'm playing Overwatch. And that's why I'm saying, that's why the video is called Overwatch isn't for Overwatch players anymore, because it's not. It's not. If you're a 2016, 2017, 2018 Overwatch player, this game isn't made for you anymore. This game isn't marketed for you. The game is not built for you to play or enjoy. They're trying to get the Fortnite players, trying to get the Valorant players, Paladins players. They're just trying to get as many players as possible. They're trying to dip their fingers into so much of the market. And like a lot of people say, if everyone's special, no one's special. If you make a game for everyone, you made a game for no one. This game is for no one anymore, in my opinion. There is no part of this game which, to me, is Overwatch. I think calling this game Overwatch is insulting to what we used to have. The game we used to have. And I wouldn't consider this Overwatch. And I would love for someone to tell me why it is still technically Overwatch, because it doesn't play anything like it. If you were a 2016 Overwatch player, tell me how modern day Overwatch plays like Overwatch. It just doesn't, okay? It just doesn't. Season 9 broke it and replaced the engine. 5v5 broke the engine, perks, stadium, all this shit is just completely destroying the engine. Push, terrible game modes, all of it sucks. It's all garbage. I don't like any of it. Overwatch is not Overwatch to me anymore. And if perks if perks are bad and they're unbalanced and they're not fun to play against, they're not competitive, if that's true, I quit the game forever. I mark my fucking words. I will quit the game forever if the perks suck, which I think they will. Have a good day. Goodbye. Have a good day. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.